So we gotta wait for the first one to come up. And it's the first Twinkly! Hello and welcome to another episode of Minecraft and something else. Today I'm going to show you how to make a clock. A timed machine that you can turn on and off. So what you want to do is you want to put down a hopper and then hold shift and click on the side of the hopper with another hopper. Break the first hopper and then hold shift and click on the second hopper. This will make the hoppers point into each other. Next you want to put a number of something in there. Now you see one redstone dust is leaving this hopper going into the other one, but then the very next game tick the other hopper is returning it back to this one, so they're constantly given the same piece back and forth because this one is constantly giving it back. Now if you want to stop the hopper from giving it back, you just power it with some redstone. So now this redstone block is blocking the second hopper from giving it back, and now it's collecting it all, and this one is giving it all away. Now, if you put a piston on each side, you can control which one is turned off. And then if we put, now let's grab one of this, and we'll put a green button on there, and we'll put a red button on there. So now we can send it back and forth and decide which one is getting it. Now if you want to see when one of them is empty, you just you need some comparators. Now you can put them out the back like this, but you'll need to make sure that you put it going away from each other so that way the signals don't get confused. So this one is showing that this one is full, or that this one's actually showing that it has stuff in it, and this one is showing, hey, I'm empty, so it turns that light on. And so these are both how you would set them for checking if they're empty. Otherwise you can put it coming out the side and do the same thing, or put it out the side and just be like, if it's not empty. So that should cover this. We'll just demonstrate it real quick by making that a lot shorter, and then watch that light come up saying that it's empty. Alright, so that's how you do a hopper clock and read from it. And now for something else. So today that something else is Banjo-Kazooie. We are here on Freezeezy Peak to do some Christmas related activity that we can recreate in Minecraft. So if you come over here, we find a tree with no decorations on it, if I can not get hit by snowmen. So yeah, the tree needs decorating. And so you got this box here, and if you hop on top and bust it open, you got some Christmas lights that want to... Oh, it remembers that I tried once. Okay, so it kind of can't really do a fresh-ish thing without starting a new game. But basically, you gotta get rid of these guys so that way the Twinklies can get to the tree and light it up. It can be pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing. And I think I've captured that pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing in Minecraft as well. Oh, I missed. And then once you get the tree all decorated, then you can light it up. Oh, I didn't realize that I had to switch it on though. Okay, let's get it switched on. Camera, please. Alright, and then there we go. We got lights on the tree. Oh, I gotta go. What did I say I need to do? I don't remember. I hope it was come inside and get it. Okay, so... Okay, I remember this being different, but hey, I had Banjo-Tooie as a kid, not Banjo-Kazooie, so some of the memory isn't quite there. But, either way... Let's create this in Minecraft. Okay, so the first thing I did was I tested out to see how it would work, how to get the Twinklies to go across and have various spots where they might not have made it if they got eaten. And what we're going to do is we're just going to power a rail to redirect them away so that way they don't go through. Next, I had to figure out how am I going to simulate those green monsters coming up. And so this was my first attempt. This is a mess. It doesn't work. I half destroyed it. It's nothing. This is my second attempt where I just kind of had these going out for a while and coming back trying to get it to come up on its own again. It didn't work either, and I went back to messing with that one. So these, they're garbage. Then I had an epiphany. I made this. What you do is you step on the pressure plate. That doesn't do anything. If you step on the pressure plate, that pushes over, starts this timer, and when this pushes over, it depowers this, so that way the redstone block goes down. And then this being over here, that timer that I told you about starts, and this side goes over, and because when this one is empty, it basically comes over here and tells this one to push it back over so that way this comes back up. This one is basically saying if this one is not empty, lock this so that way it doesn't come up too early. It is necessary. I don't remember why it's necessary, but that's what I had to do. Now there is an issue because that we're using the minecart rails and because of the pressure plates position relating to the redstone block. Having it facing a certain way is required. So that's north, and I had to recreate it going south. So as you can see, here's with the minecart rails. I don't remember this supposed to be in there. Okay, so this happens the same exact way, except there's a few more additions that I had to make to it. So I moved that redstone just so we can move that down. Now this right here, this piston is here because we need to cause an update here. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay. Now this piston sometimes gets stuck. If you stand on the pressure plate too long, the whole thing will get stuck. Okay, well it's not happening now, but it was happening. Okay, so this is for in case if this piston gets stuck. There's something called budding, block update detection, and I don't know what's causing it with this piston, but if I just have this observer push here and then have this shoot off repeatedly for no reason, then it will make sure that this doesn't stay forever stuck. And that is all about that. So remember, this has to face this way. I actually have this in a structure block file so that way I can share it. Next, we need a way to have multiple Twinklies come out of the box. So what I'm doing here is I am using this idea from ZF. He used it in a recent Hermitcraft episode to have a stack of minecarts come down and dispense out one at a time, and then they just go up, and then in this prototype they just go back to the top, but easily modifiable to have it go out and go to the minigame. Okay, so now we have this. This is going to take a while to explain. So, I have put all the machines together. Here's the bird dispenser. And now I've actually added some signs. When a bird comes up and hits this, it'll trigger this to go down and send out another bird. Unless the game is not running. If the game's not running, we've got this redstone line coming in and locking that repeater so that way we don't send out a bird. And everything's really tied to this. Another one of these clocks. When this one is empty, time is out. When this light is empty, or when this hopper is empty, then the timer has fully reset itself and you can start the game. Now you can start the game earlier, but you will have less time. And so when this hopper's empty, we take the output, invert it by doing that, and then send it up, and we light up these two lights. Now to start the game, you open up that green chest, which is actually a trap chest, and then it sends this redstone signal down, and it powers this piston, and turning off this line that prevents parrots from being sent out, while also triggering this observer to send one parrot out. So that way the rest of the parrots are sent out by the other parrots. Then we have this next, the blue line. The blue line, whenever this is not empty, this blue line is lit up, and it comes all the way over here, and this is the counter. This is the score counter. So when this is empty, it's because we were letting the game reset. And by pushing this redstone block out while the game is running, it locks this so it doesn't give up its items. Whereas this is a dropper that when the minecart with the twinkly gets all the way over to this dropper, it signals it to go. And then it puts a ender pearl into the hopper. When this is empty, like we are doing a lot of that, we do the victory stuff. Now this torch powers a leafstone mechanism to turn on these lights on the top of the tree, and this one powers this yellow line that splits here. Right here we got a contraption to play victory song, and then we have a big delay, and then it meets up to the pink line, which is used to reset the game. Now you might have seen that the pink line also starts here. So if time runs out, then this turns off and this turns on, and then this comes down, and then it goes out this way and plays another song. Now this one sounds a lot better because I did it second, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the other one, so I can't really fix it. And this one's actually from Banjo-Kazooie, from when you use the Talon torpedo and it fails. Alright, now after it tells that to play, it'll come in here and it'll tell the system to do the same thing that big long line to reset the game does, and it comes over here and up here, and it pushes the redstone block back to the game is off position. Alright, so that is all the redstone. Here's the music. I'm recording this with no sound, and that feels like it took forever. It probably sounds probably better when it's not muted though. Alright, so now you've seen what this does because we used it over there, and all that's left to do is show you the game being played. Okay, so now we have it loaded in a natural place instead of a redstone testing world, and it's looking pretty good. And I actually have the whole thing as a structure or block file, so that way you can import it to your own worlds as well. So I'll include that in the download below. Oh, and so we've got the tracks replaced with invisibility and the redstone as well. I put myself in adventure so I don't accidentally break the redstone since it's invisible. And let's start the game. So we gotta wait for the first one to come up. And it's the first Twinkly! Oh, we got 2 of them that time. Ah, that one went down. Alright, come on, little guy. Alright. Oh, let's save him! No! Oh, man. I think I'm gonna lose this time. I got the timings all wrong. Ah. Oh, we lost. You can actually still win after the lose sound plays though. So let's see. Well, sometimes if you go down here, you might be able to see your score. Okay, we had half of it done. So you can come down here and you can adjust the score. Now I just took that out so it thinks I won, and that's what happens when you win. That sounds so good. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay, so that's Freezeezy Peak's Twinkly Challenge in Minecraft. Let me know in the comments below if there's a thing you'd like me to recreate from a game. Right now I'm only thinking of like retro games, so if there's something you think I could recreate in Minecraft that's not retro, I could add that to my list and that would be kind of helpful. So until next time, have a Merry Christmas and Crater.